Hey everyone, so today we are going to be focusing on those last two parts of the shoe tying process, which is going to be the making the X and then looping the shoelace under that bridge. I will split up the activities over two posts because there's a handful of activities that really do have that combined kind of focus, and there will be three activities today. One of them is solely going to focus on just kind of working on getting the brain to practice crossing the arms, and then the other two activities will have that combined those combined skills of being able to cross something and then also loop something under. So we will be using shoelaces, ribbon or yarn. Also, we'll be using pipe cleaners. I use toilet paper rolls and just kind of little cardboard circle cutouts, and then little cars and tape, and then just little small kind of thin things like popsicle sticks, or you could use pencils. And then I will be sharing some picture ideas of ways that you can use that simple concept to make all those different types of crafts. It's a very basic one to start off with, and this one just focuses on how to use both sides of the body and to cross them when holding an object. So you're going to use cars, tape, or if you're outside you can use chalk. But what you're going to do is you're just going to draw roads, and they're just going to have a bunch of intersections that, you know, they intersect, they go straight, intersect. And so I'll just kind of show what the activity is. And so as they cross their arms, they're working that part of their brain. Pick up the hands, go down the road again, cross the road again, and then pick up the hands, and then depending on how long the road is. But the whole goal is that because it's larger movements and not requiring the extra detail of the hands, it's a little bit easier to kind of get the brain wired in that direction of knowing how to cross both sides of the body to be able to do a specific action. Okay, so for this activity, I use a popsicle stick and pipe cleaners, mainly two pipe cleaners. And what I did is I kind of bread tied it off at the end. So I wrapped it around once, and then I wrapped them around each other to really try to anchor it. So that way the kiddo, it's not moving around on them as they're practicing that crossing motion. So the goal here is just to get them to cross the pipe cleaners, make that X, and they cross under. And it really just kind of mimics that crossing motion that's required for shoe tying, because you really have to practice that. Not only when you cross them, you have to pass them off between your fingers and figure out how to pretty much do that. You know, how do you get from kind of it being like that to you having the crossed ones in your hand. And what you can do is that you flip it just upside down, and you keep just kind of going up until all of it is completed. And what you can do is that, like some of the pictures show, you can make a bunch of different things out of the pipe cleaners and the popsicle stick. You can make little animals, you can make people. This kind of already looks like a person right there. But you know, the essence of the activity is that you kind of want to start off by decorating the popsicle stick, or you can use a pencil to be able to have them practice that constant kind of crossing, passing off, crossing, passing off that's needed for shoe tying. And another thing that I will say too is that you can also use pipe cleaners to still work on that skill. It's not so much of that repetitive crossing, but it's really good though to still get that practice of manipulating pipe cleaners around each other. That still somewhat works on that passing off between the fingers. So this was an activity that I showed a while back that you could practice, that uses just some soda can lids and then pipe cleaners, and that's in the video that I posted in the beginning. Okay, so for this activity, I used a toilet paper roll, and then I also used shoelaces or ribbon, or you could also use yarn. The yarn is something that will be probably a better option when you are making some of those little character crafts out of this activity. But this one is the same concept as the pipe cleaners, where you're just going to kind of anchor it down for the kid in the beginning. So you're just going to kind of wrap them around each other, cross them, and then tie it off at the bottom. And you only have to just do one knot, but they're just gonna kind of practice crossing the laces. And then this one though has the added component of going under and tying it off. So it's a little bit of a more complex step that is added to this, and you can kind of just go at the kids' pace of them taking it slow. You can kind of guide them through it, but you just kind of keep flipping it over. You cross them, and when you cross them, go under, tie it off until you get pretty much all of the toilet paper roll completely covered for what you guys want the activity to look like. And you'll kind of see some pictures of some ideas of how you can decorate the toilet paper roll using the, the shoelace, the ribbon, or the